When interviewers cross the line, these famous stars know just how to handle it. Here are the best moments of celebrities shutting down disrespectful reporters.
Okay, well then let me just ask you a few more questions and you can answer them if you want to and not if you don't want to. I mean, well, I think we've got 3 more minutes on our agreement.
Your foot's starting to jump a little bit. You better get to your next question.
The reason I'm asking about the past is that you've talked in other interviews again about your relationship with your father and the role of all of that in the dark periods you entered and taking drugs and drinking and all of that. And I just wondered whether you think you're free of all of that, or whether that's still something.
I'm sorry, I really don't. What are we doing?
Well, I'm just asking questions, that's all.
Right.
I mean,
Bye.
I'm sorry.
What do you do for a living? This guy pisses celebrities off on a full-time basis. Now watch as the legendary Quentin Tarantino handles him.
But why are you so sure that there's no link between enjoying movie violence and enjoying real violence?
I'm going to tell you why I'm so sure. Do not ask me a question like that. I'm not biting. I refuse your question.
Why?
Because I refuse your question. I'm not your slave and you're not my master. You can't make me dance to your tune.
I'm
not a monkey.
I can't make you answer anything. I'm asking you interesting questions.
And I'm saying I refuse.
Okay. Well, no, I was just asking you why. That's fine. It's interesting that you have a different view, and I'm just trying to explore that.
And I don't want to. Because I'm here to sell my movie. This is a commercial for the movie. Make no mistake.
No, but you haven't fleshed it out. That's the only reason.
It's not my job to flesh it out.
No, it's my job to try and ask you to.
And I'm shutting your butt down.
But you haven't said why you think there's no relationship.
It's none of your damn business what I think about that.
Well, it's my job to ask you why you think that.
And I'm
saying very influential.
No. And I'm shutting you down. And I have explained even what you're talking about. I'm just not giving it to you.
Why?
Because I don't want to, because I've done it already. I have explained this many times in the last 20 years. I just refuse to repeat myself over and over again because you want me to. For you and your show and your ratings.
Okay, well, no, it's not about our ratings.
No, it is. It is about you want me to say it for you. For your show, this show, right here, right now.
Now, some of your critics would say, there's a race for mayor. We know you're a convicted rapist. This could hurt his campaign. How would you respond to that?
Hey, I don't know who said that. You're the only one I heard say that. You know what I mean? And I don't have no comment to that, because it's negative and you're being negative. And I met the mayor, right, and nothing they can do about it. So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit.
Hey,
with that comment.
Come on.
That was a piece of you. That was a piece of shit.
We're doing live TV.
And I don't care. What are you gonna do about it?
All right. Is it nerve-wracking for you to do something like this, or is it more nervous for you to box? How does it compare?
I don't know. It's more nerve-wracking for me to hear talking to a rat piece of shit like you.
Come on, Mike.
No, because you're a piece of shit.
All right.
You really have to.
We're gonna wrap up this interview. Thank you for coming in.
Matt Damon didn't hold back when he shot down a controversial question at a rally for teachers, which he attended with his mom, who just so happens to be a teacher herself.
In acting, there isn't job security, right? There's an incentive to work hard and be a better actor because you want to have a job. So why isn't it like that for teachers?
Do you think job insecurity is what makes me work hard?
Well, you have an incentive to work harder, but if there's
I
job
wanna be an
security...
actor. It's not an incentive. That's the thing. It's like saying a teacher is going to get lazy when they have tenure. A teacher wants to teach. I mean, why else would you take a salary and really long hours and do that job unless you really love to do it?
10% that are bad, though? 10% of teachers are bad.
Where'd you get that number?
I don't know. 10% of people in any profession maybe should think of something else. Right?
Well, okay, but I mean, maybe you're a cameraman. I don't know.
Scarlett Johansson, the woman who never takes any nonsense home. Watch how she responds to a question about her underwear during an interview for the Avengers movie. Seems like the movie is never a main topic of discussion for these guys.
Now, were you able to wear undergarments?
You're like the 5th person that's asking
that. Well, no,
what is going on?
Is it inappropriate?
To ask somebody what kind of underpants they wear?
I didn't ask you what kind.
You just asked me if I was wearing any. Was I wearing underwear? I mean, gosh, ask Joss.
I did. I did
You asked
ask him.
Joss what kind of underwear
And
he wears?
No.
What kind of interview is this?
This was the moment Will Smith slapped a Ukrainian television reporter who tried to kiss him before the Moscow premiere of Men in Black 3.
Oh my God, a dream. There you go. There you go. Oh, man, what the hell is your problem, buddy?
What's worse than a kiss on the cheek? How about getting tricked by a reporter with a fake microphone, only to have water squirted in your face? Tom Cruise handled it like a teacher dealing with a misbehaving student.
Yes. That's. No, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Come here. Why would you do that? What's so funny about that? It's ridiculous. Do you like making less of people? Is that that's really. Hey, no. Don't run away. Don't run away. No, let me have one. I don't care. That's incredibly rude. I'm here giving you an interview and answering your questions, and you do something really nasty. You're a jerk.
We thought the Samuel L. Jackson and Lawrence Fishburne confusion was just a thing that happens in memes. This reporter asked Samuel L. Jackson himself about a Super Bowl commercial featuring Lawrence Fishburne. Seems like someone forgot to read his notes.
Did you get a lot of reaction to that Super Bowl commercial?
What Super Bowl commercial?
Oh, you know what? I've admit my mistake. You know what?
See, you're as crazy as the people on Twitter.
Right.
I'm not Lawrence Fishburne.
That's my fault. I know that. That was my fault. My mistake. You know what?
We don't all look alike.
Father, you're
we may
exactly
be
right.
all black and famous,
You
but
are
we all don't look
guilty.
alike.
I am guilty.
Next question.
Angelina Jolie looked quite surprised by this assumption about how she spends her time, until she realized the reporter was actually referring to the prep for her look in Maleficent.
My question, first of all, I'm sure you spend all day in the chair for makeup. So how long are you in the makeup chair for Maleficent? No. I meant like the special effects.
If there's one person who's had to learn how to deal with conspiracy theories about themselves, it's pop star Lady Gaga. Safe to say, she's pretty nonchalant about the whole thing.
There was that rumor that you had a male appendage, that you were a hermaphrodite, and you joked about it on the stage last night.
Maybe I do.
But it's interesting.
Would it be so terrible?
But it's interesting, a lot of artists would immediately put out some sort of a statement saying this is absolutely not true. You have fun with it.
Why the hell am I going to waste my time and give a press release about whether or not I have a penis? My fans don't care, and neither do I.
Everybody's gangster till Bill Burr starts leaning back in his chair. Has the comedian taken things too far in the past? Here's what he thinks about that.
So your Christian background is part of the show, or at
Yes,
least
and I
2
wanted to
episodes.
talk to you about Jesus after this.
Well, the only reason why I bring it up is some people thought maybe you went a little too far. You know.
As far as what?
Well, they thought that maybe you were being disrespectful to the Christian religion.
Who did?
I'm telling you, you need to Google.
Oh, good Lord. We did maybe 2 jokes about that?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't you think the Catholic Church went a little too far? More so than my cartoon.
All right, listen.
A couple of jokes. I know this is a morning show. You can't bring up all those crimes.
This host wasn't the only person to make Bill Burr feel uncomfortable. Watch as this ponytail guy just keeps reinforcing the stereotypes of guys with ponytails.
And this is Bill Burr. That's your question? I'm just saying who you are.
Oh, yeah, all right. I don't like you creep me out with that big microphone and that country western shirt.
Well, here's the deal. Bill's a comedian. He's at the Punchline. He's in town, and you're a funny guy. You've got these routines in your head, so I figure I'll toss you a mic and you go.
And I'm going to do stand up in front of 9 people in a radio station? No, I'm not doing that.
But do you like my mic?
No, I don't. I don't. Please.
Is that comfortable? Is this uncomfortable?
Listen, this is no, don't, man. Honestly, can I take the mic?
Sure.
Now that's the number one thing you don't do. I learned that in broadcasting school. You never give up the microphone. See, now I have the power.
You can't talk awkward interviews without mentioning Joaquin Phoenix.
I watch your interviews and I love them all because I don't know what's real and what's not real, but it makes me laugh. Because I know you a little bit enough to know what's funny.
You want me to?
No.
Am I just listening?
Yeah. I've read in many things that you don't enjoy doing talk shows.
Uh-huh.
But why? Because you don't like the questions about the movie or talking about you, or you don't like...
No, this is really... No, whatever. It is what it is.
That being said, I'd be careful inviting him to a talk show after what happened in The Joker.
You are
Mysterious man. Would you agree with that? Do people find you to be mysterious?
What does that mean?
I mean, I feel like we don't know a ton about you personally. Is that intentional?
I don't know a lot about you.
Were you known as a good dancer?
Not nationally. And I need people to validate me. It's just something that I felt inside and expressed it.
Just you and a piece of cardboard in your room.
I'm making fun of it, but it was pretty serious for me.
If you were a psychologist watching this interview, we urgently need an analysis. It almost feels like Jesse Eisenberg and the interviewer are exes who hinted on bad terms. Good luck making it to the end of this segment.
Do you know the comedian Carrot Top?
Yes, horrible.
Well, you were like the Carrot Top of interviewers.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, and it's a good thing. It's
I'm
a
gonna
good
go
thing.
cry now.
No, don't cry now. Cry after the interview's over, because otherwise I'll look like I'm responsible for it. Okay, so.
Well, you are.
Well, I don't want to know that though.
Okay,
Okay,
well,
so-
you know now.
I said your name into camera. What else do you want from me?
A magic trick.
Okay. All right.
So we can wrap this up.
Hey, you're on my time. This should be your card then?
Yes.
Really?
No.
It's not. Is it your card? I mean, it doesn't matter.
No, it's not. It's not.
I don't need to be amazed. I already know how it's done.
It's not.
Okay. Was that your card?
Ooh.
See? Are you happy you
Yeah.
lied to
Yes.
the point of almost not appreciating that?
While juggling the pressures of running WWE and XFL simultaneously, Vince McMahon faced significant backlash from interviewers, and that includes Bob Costas. Let's say it as it is, we all strive to handle pressure the way Vince does. And even though the XFL eventually did fail, many give him credit for daring to compete with the NFL. That took serious guts.
Here now, Vince McMahon. Thanks for coming, Vince.
Pleasure.
XFL ratings are down 75% from week 1. They now rival the lowest ratings ever in prime time, not just for a sports program, but for any television show.
Right.
Can you guarantee me right now that there will be a year 2 for the XFL?
What a ridiculous statement. What?
It's not a statement, it's a question.
It's a question. I beg your pardon. It's a question. No. You want to let me finish here for a second, pal? Shut your mouth and let me answer the question, all right? I'll be happy to answer. You got a situation that you don't know what you're talking about.
This isn't the first time an interviewer has tried to provoke a celebrity by bringing up their difficult past. And, unsurprisingly, Mel Gibson wasn't very happy about it.
Do you think that the public will perceive you any differently after all that's been in the news about you?
What are you referring to specifically?
Referring to the, the drinking problems, referring to what's been called the anti-Semitic rant, referring all those things. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay, so that's almost 4 years ago, dude. I mean, I've moved on. I guess you haven't.
I'm just wondering if you think that the public has moved on and will perceive you in the same light.
Well, I certainly hope so. You know, it is a while back, and I've done all the necessary mea culpas. So let's move on, dude. Come on.
Edge of Darkness opens today. It's good to see you back in the saddle and doing what you do best. Thanks a lot for joining us, Mel. Take care.
Bye-bye.
As an NFL quarterback, having your athletic abilities compared to a female tennis player isn't exactly flattering. That might help you understand why Jim Everett reacted the way he did when this annoying reporter kept calling him Chris Everett.
Jim, good to have you on the show.
Good to be here, Jim. Thank you.
Check that. Chris Everett, good to have you on the show.
You know what? You've been calling me that for about the last 5 years.
About 2 years, actually, Chris.
Well,
somewhere along the way, Jim, you ceased being Jim and you became Chris.
Well, let me tell you a little secret. That, we're sitting here right now, and if you guys want to take a station break, you can. But if you call me Chris Everett to my face one more time...
I already did it twice.
You call it one more time, we better take a station break.
Well, it's a 5-minute segment. Our 5-segment show. We got a long way to go.
Well, we do.
We got a long way to go.
We do. Well, it's good to be here with you, though.
Well, it's good to see you, too.
Because you've been talking like this behind my back for a long time.
But now I said it right here.
Right, exactly.
Well, we got no problems
then. I think that you probably won't say it again.
I bet I do.
Okay.
Chris?